Girl, get up. Girl, get up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Stand up right
Y'all
now.
be weak in the
Let me
knees.
shake you.
Stand up. What number are we on, by the way?
I love. That should be the theme song.
That should be. That is really cute. I love that song, by the way. I love.
Me too.
Well,
those 6 seconds that I've heard of it.
The whole song is really beautiful as well.
What's
the other one? I don't even know. You know what? I feel like we just need like a TikTok radio where I could just tune in to like all the big songs that are making hits on TikTok. Where is that? Somebody come up
and
with
the
that.
TikTok mixes, because the DJ's been going crazy on TikTok.
Listen, the way I've been hearing a lot of these albums just being mixed lately, that's beautiful work. Yes. The most unconventional artists just combined.
TikTok needs like a SoundCloud feature.
Ooh, yes.
Or instead of scrolling, you're just there to listen to the mixes.
Or one of these DJs needs to go on live or something and just play all the TikTok mixes.
Like COVID days.
Because I don't know if you remember or if this happens on your For You page, but on mine, it'd be like straight, just like some of the lives just be straight DJs. Caribbean, Afro, hip hop, R&B. I'd be like, let me just throw on one of these DJs while I work. It's a key.
Yes, like they be going crazy. And I'm like, I'm tuned in.
Y'all, welcome back to a love-filled episode of the Untitled Africans podcast. I'm your host, Brian, also known as Baddie B, MC Baddie B, if you will. MC Baddie B if you nasty. With your girl.
With your girl Wangechi, with the lovely, I don't know. Lovely rhymes with Wangechi, and we're talking about love, so. Wangechi with the lovely.
I love it. How are you, girl? How have you been?
I've been good. Trying to, take care of myself and things. I like February because around this time, I just feel like, I don't know if it's the power of my ancestors or if it's the Black History Month of it all or both. But I just feel like everything's okay again. Or maybe because it's also the love holiday, and I just love love. Even as a Scorpio, and I didn't really always love growing up. But as I'm getting older, I'm trying to appreciate love more.
I love that. Yes, the ancestors are strong with us. That's a loaded question for me right now. I'll say that, friends.
Why?
I'll say I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm well. I'm here today. Yeah. That's really the best I could answer that question. Not to get too emotional on this episode, but haven't been having the loveliest of weeks or months or first quarter of 2025, but we take each day in stride. We celebrate the small victories, and being here today with you, smiling, recording is a small victory. Because could not have said that 2 days ago.
I'm glad to be here with you. Oh, yeah, you were going through it. I'm sorry. I'm glad it's like you're a little better.
Thanks. Because we know this shit is going to be flipped.
Because we're probably...
I don't know how this is going to end up in editing.
Pick it up, flip it, and reverse it, honey.
Yes, girl. But with that said, let us get into this episode. We are talking love today. Love in all forms.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Shooby dooby doo. I'm not even gonna try that. Apologies to all the people who have headphones on, girl, because
We
no.
did what we needed to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Did what
but
should have been done.
that part. But how are you showing up and loving yourself this season, girl?
Loving myself by how am I showing up and loving myself by this season? I would say I'm trying to take care of my physical and mental health. I was just listening to a song on TikTok. Oh my God, that was like literally it makes me cry. And I'm only gonna play a couple seconds of it because
We don't want to get
I'm not
copyrighted.
trying to get copyright strikes. Yes. But like I love it so much. It's literally just the epitome of like it's the epitome of just like taking care of yourself and remembering like what actually matters. Hold on.
Mm.
I got air in my lungs, I'm so lucky. I got shoes on my feet, I'm so lucky.
So I think I'm loving myself by trying to express gratitude. That's what it is. Because baby, I feel like I've like especially from last year, it's so easy for me to feel like, okay, if one thing's going wrong, then I'm gonna be like, oh my God, and this is going wrong, and this is going wrong, and this is going wrong. And so I'm trying to remind myself, like when things are going wrong, and like I'm still so lucky, I still have so many things going right. So that's how I'm showing love to myself by like just taking care of myself mentally and physically. And mentally is a challenge because you gotta like trick your brain to be like, girl, think of the positive. Because the song was playing, and I'd be like, yes, I have friends who care about me. Yes, I have a community that matters. Even though, like, I can't even remember what I was thinking, but it'd be like, I have, clothes on my back. Like, I'm so lucky, but I need a new wardrobe, and I kind of hate the clothes. And oh my God, I hated how this outfit looked. Like, what the fuck? Like, why doesn't it look like? And
Oh,
I was like, girl,
you're
oh, circle back,
spiraling.
circle
You're spiraling,
circle back. What
girl.
what do they call it? Dissociate. It was like negative when your brain starts thinking about negative things that haven't happened as well. I forgot the term for it, but I was like, dang. I started thinking
Anxiety.
about like, oh, I'm so lucky. No, there's a word for it. It's like
Somebody who speaks
imagining.
psychology, comment below if you know what Wangechi's talking about.
Yes, because it was like when you're imagining negative scenarios that haven't happened. Because I was like, well, like my parents are alive and well and together. Like I'm lucky. That's a blessing. And then I'm like, oh my God, my mom was getting on my nerves the other day. If she says anything about this, I was like, why can't she get it together?
Dang. Mama catching strays.
Like, sit in it, catching strays in my head over something that didn't happen. Um, but yeah, so trying to practice mindfulness to help take care of myself.
I
What
love
about you? How
that.
are you loving yourself, friend?
How am I loving myself? Like I said before, it's been a rough few beginning months of 2025, so I have not been showing my love to myself. Except in my one bad behavior that I tend to do, which is crash the fuck out and eat. So feeding myself is one way, but sometimes it can be very destructive in another way because I'll just feed myself. I'll be like, oh, I deserve this because I've been, I'm not feeling great. I
Going
deserve
through
this.
it.
And I'll just be like, oh, girl, feed yourself. Eat all the good shit you're not supposed to be eating. Um, so that's how I show love to myself when I'm feeling down. I'd be like, we deserve a treat. We got out of bed today. Okay. You
Honey,
know,
feel your
we
body.
we made it to the bathroom to brush our teeth today. We deserve a treat.
Hmm.
um, but I feel like um moving forward, I do need to do a lot better in showing myself a lot of love. And just hugging on myself and really giving myself grace. I think that is one thing I do. I'll tend to say that I do show up for myself and give myself, love for is giving myself grace for all the things in life that didn't
Mm.
go wrong and all the ways that I messed up. I give myself grace. So that's one thing I'll say. Other than that, girl, I love to feed on me. I love to feed me because they were like
I love
the
that.
best way to a man's heart really is through his stomach because bitch, you feed me, I could love you forever. Give me all the good
No,
shit.
that's real. That's real. I
Like,
remember when I was like overwhelmed and I would just be like, you know what? And put on a good YouTube channel, and a good meal and sit
mm,
back, and all of a sudden life was worth living again.
life is definitely worth living again. Because a good meal just do that to you. Good food would just do that to you. Just make you feel all warm and good.
Yeah,
It might be temporary, but it feels nice. It feels good. Well, speaking of food
definitely.
and feeding yourself, do you have plans for Thanksgiving? I mean, not Thanksgiving. Wow. Valentine's.
And he said, speaking of feeding ourselves, yes, let's get into the
Maybe I'm still on Thanksgiving.
food.
No, do you have
Thanksgiving.
plans? Do you have plans for Valentine's yet? Since as the only
Yes,
relationship member of the Untitled Africans cast,
it's
do you
the
have
in-house
plans?
relationshipper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going out with my man. I was like, we're supposed to be doing like a massage and going to a restaurant. Usually, there's one restaurant I like to go to in particular for
Mm.
Valentine's Day.
Don't say too much because you don't want none of the girls
Just
biting.
thinking about it. Oh, should I not say it? Should I
No.
gatekeep?
Gatekeep. In 2025, we're gatekeeping shit. I'm sorry. Because the minute you say
Well, I was gonna
something,
say because, honey, that'll be the stuff like when the girls be putting stuff on TikTok and it goes viral, and then your little fun hole in the wall spot is now
mm,
packed. But I also like sharing the good news. But we're not even going there this year. We're going to Fogo de Chao, so I feel like that's pretty common, popular already.
didn't we talk about this though? At
Yeah,
brunch the
it's
other
funny
day?
because
Is that what
he had a reservation booked there.
already before brunch when we talked about it? That's actually funny.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So he was like, do you even like that place? Because I went to what is it, like a Brazilian steakhouse spot in Kenya. I did like
Mm-hmm.
the meat, but the vibe overall, I was like, I'd go without it because I'm also just not a big meat eater.
Mm.
So he was like, he has reservation booked
Pause.
for the place we usually go to, and then that. See, this is why I couldn't do it.
Ah! Sorry.
So he had a reservation booked for the classic place and then for this Fogo place. I always go to the same places because of me. And so I'm like, let me
Oh
try somewhere
yeah.
new.
I forgot you have a
And just
childish
have,
palate.
I don't have a childish palate. I'm actually considered a super taster. And you regular hoes that can eat anything, um, just don't know anything about having taste buds that let you really taste everything. That's why I don't like cheese because it's mold. And my tongue is like, why are you eating mold? What are we doing here?
They would have
So
loved
I
you
just,
in 16th century Europe. You'd have been like a king's taste tester. Been like, yeah, she's a super taster. Find out
I'm a
if you're getting
super
poisoned.
taster. Burn me alive, bitches. I dare you. I don't know. It sounds kind of freaky though. Not getting like, not, going through the witch trials, but like getting burned. Okay, anyways.
That's a different kind of love.
It's just, why not try anything once?
Why
But
are we so unhinged?
but yeah, I'm gonna try some Brazilian steakhouse meats.
Ooh,
That's what I'm gonna do. What are
sounds
you
good.
doing for Valentine's Day?
Do I have plans for Valentine's? I don't have any plans right now. I do have Galentine's plans. Um,
Her.
so I can't wait for that. I haven't seen the girls since. Yeah, I don't remember when I saw the girls last. Oh,
New Year's?
Christmas. I think it's the
Christmas.
last time we were all together like that was Christmas. Actually, before Christmas, before you left for Kenya. So when we had the our Christmas function at our
Mm.
friends, that was the last time the girls got together. So I haven't seen them since. So I'm excited for that to be with the girls. You know,
Yes, I just
showing
did a
love.
Galentine's, and I just feel like Galentine's is always so special.
You know, actually, since we're talking on Galentine's, y'all, I want to. What is it? Niggas nowadays apparently are mad that the girls are doing Galentine's. They're saying it's just an excuse for the girls to eat each other's coochies. I'm like, no, y'all just mad that if you want to get together with the boys and just chill, that's fine. You could do that.
What's that got to do with us? Yeah, let's. They need to make a Palentine's or something because the men really don't get together enough.
Palentines, yes.
You know.
Yes, black men get each other flowers because, you know, they say black men aren't given flowers enough in their lives. So I think the niggas
Mm-hmm.
just need to get together. I think they're just mad the
They
women
can
just
do
have that freedom to just
so
show each
many
other love.
things. We have like at least 6 things a year to be like,
We
I
do.
love you.
We do.
And I think men need more of that.
Absolutely. Because what do you mean you can't? Girl, you can get together with the boys, have a little game night, poker night. Whatever happened to guys getting together just to play poker? That used to be a whole
It's
thing. You
because it's
remember?
all online now. Now they all use, what is it, Fire Pit or something like that?
Prize
What's that one
picks.
app? Yes. So they don't
Girl,
have those
they all doing
anymore. They're just like
parlays.
online, like, dang, I just lost $200 on this player tonight.
No, what
And
they
it's all
need
on
to
their phone.
do is get together, bring back poker nights for the guys. I think that's how men used to. Because you remember, even in the Best
Mm-hmm.
Man's TV, the when they had the little series after what's his name lost his family. Hello, am I back?
Yeah, what'd you say?
I was saying they need to bring that back because you remember how at the end of the series of Best Man when Harper Sanaa Lathan's character took his him and Tay Diggs' daughter away to Africa and all his boys came over and they just had a poker night and he just was able to just hang out with his boys and be emotional. I feel like men need
Mm,
that. Black men, yes, bring back poker
yes.
nights with the guys. But then
Yeah,
I
because even on the Bernie Mac show, like that was always when he'd get his friends' inputs on what's going on in his
yeah.
life. It was
And
during when they'd be together
I feel like
playing
nowadays
poker.
you but you are right though. Like nowadays it's all online. It'll be like, hey yo, we finna hop on the game or some shit like that. Ain't nobody coming in person to come
Yeah,
see
there's
you.
that too. Yeah, yeah, I
But I
think they
think
need more scheduled meetups.
yes, give men in 2025 schedule more hangouts with your dudes in person, not just hopping on the game to play Call of Duty or Madden or Grand Theft Auto. Is Grand Theft Auto a group game?
Yeah, you can play it online.
Oh, okay.
It's super fun and unhinged online. Actually, like you can do a lot more. I don't know. I think it's because of the mods, but you can really be like truly unhinged on GTA Online. It's a
Can you
vibe.
tell how not attuned with the cis het I am? Cause I don't fucking know, bitch. But no, I think for all that's all I have planned is just I have two Galentines actually, one on the 13th and one on the 15th. And then on the 14th, I will be showing myself a different kind of self
Relaxing.
love.
You can relax. Oh, what does that mean?
Listen to Untitled Africans After Hours on our Patreon at Untitled
After
Africans
hours, where we
for
talk
that
about
detail.
burning,
Lynching.
showing yourself
Because,
burning
babe,
love. Some hot, fiery, passionate love.
you know what? I'm here for
Have you ever
that.
done that? And this is not what the episode's
What?
supposed to be about. But like you
No,
like
it is
burned a
not.
candle wax like on yourself,
Like
or like
during
had somebody,
sex?
yeah, or foreplay or just for fun.
No, I haven't. It's not. I don't think it's something that I would. But I can. I mean, they do say that like pain and pleasure are like the same sides of different sides of the same coin. So I wouldn't be
Yeah, like
surprised if some
similar
people derive pleasure
receptors and
from
shit.
that.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I've never been interested, but now I'm kind of interested. Like, imagine being cold and then you get hot candle wax dripped on you. I feel like that'd be fun, but not too hot. Well, can you control the temperature of candle wax?
No, girl, because for it to be liquid enough for it to like drop and like it's got to be like
It's gotta
hot.
be.
Have you never had to like next time try dipping your finger in like a while a candle's burning, like in the wax after you blow it out after
No,
it's like
because it's
melted?
not sensual. Like, I feel like you can't do it just to do
Oh,
it.
you're
Like, I feel
trying to
like it
have
has
a
to be a.
whole 50 Shades of Grey type vibe
I just feel
going,
like
huh?
that's what makes it fun. Like, it's like, okay, what can I compare it to? Like maybe licking like whipped cream off of somebody or like honey or
Mm.
something, where it's like if it's not done in a sensual way or like with clear intentions, you wouldn't just do that to somebody. It just doesn't have the same effect.
Well, Wangechi's man, if you're listening to this episode, you know what Wangechi wants for Valentine's Day. Forget the flowers and the chocolates. Drop some
Bring
hot wax
can.
on my girl.
I'm crying. I don't even know if I'd like it. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do
I'll
it. I
do
was
it.
just
I'll just
thinking
think
about
about
it.
it. I'm not gonna do it. Comes back
I
literally
did
next
it.
episode. So I tried something the other day.
I
Me and my
did
man
it.
stood. Girl, you know what? Lex P would be very proud. Lex P
She
and Trey
would.
would be
She be getting
very proud.
down.
Listen, I'm dying. No, but I will say, that's it's interesting that you would like that. For me, I would not want that desire at all. Seems like too painful.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like I would just want to try it one time for the one time.
Mm.
You ever wanted to try anything that could be like risky one time for the one time?
Nope.
Out of
Uh-uh.
lust and desire.
Because even the whole like what is the one where you do it like while you're on an airplane?
Oh, snake flight. What is it called?
No, the Mile High Club, like joining the Mile High Club.
Yes. Yes.
Girl, even to me, that I'm like, I'm sorry. Do you know how much I enjoy flying? I would hate to be
Wait, so is
banned.
Mile High that you're doing it on a plane or that you're smoking on a plane or high on a
No,
plane?
you're like joining the Mile High Club means like you have sex like on a flight.
That's disgusting.
People have done it. People like that's why it's called the Mile High Club because you join. Your initiation
I
is
thought it was
basically
because
having
you're
sex on a flight.
high,
No, girl.
miles high up.
No, it's not what it is at all. Like to
Sex
me,
on a
I'm
plane
just
is
like even that shit is like
disgusting.
that's too risky because I'm like, do you know how much I fly and how much I enjoy flying? I would hate to be like on the no fly list for an
High
airline
list.
because if they catch you, that's
Yeah.
what they do.
Yeah, I'm sure it's raps for you. They might tell their other airline friends to be like, get this freaky ass frog away from
Or
planes.
some people like apparent allegedly don't even bother going to like the bathroom to do it.
What does that mean?
Do with that information what you will, honey.
I don't even want to
Sit with
imagine. First
that.
of all, I don't even use the like plane bathrooms unless it's like an emergency. Like, bitch, I've been on this plane for 8 hours and I've had to pee since hour one
Mm.
because they are already disgusting. But not only that, they're tiny. How are you fucking in that tiny ass like 2x4? Is it even two
Mm.
by four? That even seems like too big for it.
Well, that's girl. Who knows?
I
Anyways,
just feel like you can wait. You can
definitely
wait.
can't wait because those bathrooms are very tight. Even I have struggled being in the and the smell
Tight
and the
and
fact that people be
nasty.
pissing on the floor sometimes.
The toilet doesn't even really technically flush.
Right. And then the
And
smell
all that doo
alone.
doo air from thousands of people. And you're like, yes, let's put our bare crevices all on this.
Well, anyway, I've got a little Reddit "Am I the asshole" for Valentine's Day. Um,
Ew.
I'm gonna read it and let's see. I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. Um, am I the asshole for choosing to be with my heartbroken sister for Valentine's Day rather than my husband? So I, 29F, am the oldest of two siblings, a brother 28 and a sister 21. I'm extremely protective towards my siblings due to our childhood. You know, they had workaholic parents that were never there. When me and my 30-year-old husband met 7 years ago, I explained I'm basically their mother, and when they need me, I will drop everything to go to them. Even before we got married, I made him promise me to that he accepted my loyalty with my siblings will always come first, right? Recently, my sister did something stupid which caused her childhood sweetheart, whom she'd been with since she was 15, to ghost her. Since the 9th of February, she's been staying at our home, and I've been helping her deal with her first heartbreak, which she's taking pretty badly. Think Bella New Moon bad. Now, if you're a Twilight fan, you know how bad that was. Of course, Valentine's Day being so close, it was going to be harder for her. You can imagine my anger when my husband decorated our bedroom and got me an over the top gift basket with extremely expensive makeup slash skincare. I don't know. Did he make a stupid mistake trying to mean well, or did he set out to prove a point that as he's been a bit of a crab towards my sister? He hasn't shown her any pity, nor does he support me, treating her like an innocent baby. On Valentine's Day, he called me and said, "Get ready." He was taking me out to surprise me. I honestly was needing a breakout, and I was glad we weren't fighting anymore. While I was getting ready, my sister entered the room and had a breakdown which ended in a panic attack. She was still crying in my arms when my husband entered our room dressed in a suit. I just mouthed sorry, and he threw down roses screaming, "Fuck it, I can't take this anymore." He came back home around 3 a.m. and slept on the floor of our bedroom. Since then he hasn't spoken to me. My brother has told me I was in the right as family comes first, but my friends are on my husband's side. So am I the asshole?
So timeline wise, the girl was ghosted around the 6th or the 9th.
The ninth, around the ninth, it says, yeah.
And then on the 14th, the husband was like ready
I got plans for
to go.
us. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But
First of
then
all,
but then she stated, like, before they even got married, like, the loyalty to my siblings comes first before anything else.
yeah.
So is she the asshole?
Well, her sister's going through her first breakup. Like, it doesn't
From
matter
her,
if
like,
she didn't even give
sweetheart.
that stipulation. Valentine's Day is every year, babes. You know, also people work on Valentine's Day. Like, there's so many things that could come up that make you not able to celebrate on the day. Like, bitch, if you can't celebrate on the 14th, be like, you know what? Let's celebrate on the 28th because she should be a little better emotionally. And if she's not, I could be like, girl, I need one night. I need one night. But I also think it's like, I think the husband did well in getting her those gifts and stuff, but it gives manipulation, first of all, a little bit. And also, it just seems like he has like a power trip. Like, he's like, no, you got to celebrate with me. Like, I want you to choose me over your family. Like, maybe this is the first test where he's like, you have to decide whether you're going to keep to the plans you had with him or choose your family for real over something that's not like, you know, a death or, you know, extreme.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not taking it well, but I just feel like your man is a little controlling, sweetheart, like, and dramatic as fucking, not in the good way. Like, I love a good dramatic man. Like, I love a chalance man. But for you to have no empathy towards my sister and being mean to her when she's already going through a heartbreak is weird. Over Valentine's Day, girl, over missing Valentine's Day.
Also,
Relax.
I feel like after you get married, like, Valentine's Day, even though that it's like it's hyped up holiday, but it's like we can celebrate our love at any point, you
Like you got
know?
about 3 anniversaries you could probably think of that
Right.
same year.
So I don't- and then like you said, like this is the sister's like first heartbreak from like her childhood sweetheart, like and her probably her first love too. So it's like that's heartbreaking. That takes a while to like
Yeah.
get over, and then especially being ghosted. And how old was this? Let me go
Ghosting is
back.
nasty.
How old was his sister again? What, 19?
21? I think she's 21 or something. And they've been together since she was 15.
Mm.
Like, that's a long time, especially when you're so young. You're like, oh, we've been together like
Yeah, she's
four
21. The
years. We're
sister's
together for
21.
life. Yeah.
Damn. That's hard. Cause like,
I'm sure she thought like she was going to marry him.
yeah.
They were going
Ooh.
to have a family together.
And you know at that age how like every guy you meet you're planning your future with. And if they just disappear from your life, you're questioning every single step you took, every like movement, every face you made, every like damn
Let's get into the real asshole here. The boy who ghosted her because
that
ghosted her right before Valentine's Day. You said, I'm not spending one more coin on you, especially not for the biggest love holiday. But let me make sure that I get gone before Valentine's Day, even though I've known you for 6 years at least. You
that's
could just be like,
another
I'm not feeling this anymore.
that's another thing is like how bad of a that's big asshole energy though, for real.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
I'm sure to the point where it's like our family members probably know each other
mm-hmm.
if it's like a
Because it's
childhood sweetheart like that.
Yeah, because you're like in high school. In high school, you have the sentiment that it's like, oh, if I found somebody that I love then and I graduate still with them, that's my husband, that's my wife.
uh,
And
shout
then
out to
to
the
ghost them,
sister because I yeah, I think I would cry
yeah,
to my
she'd be
sister.
rolling
I think I would cry to my sister too because that shit.
like daily.
Oh my god. I probably would be stuck in her bed like be like, "Can I stay?" You know, it kind of reminds me of Grey's Anatomy when what's it called? Derek married Meredith, and then every time like some shit would go down with her best friend Christina, she was like, "You're my husband and I love you, but this is my person. We may not be like blood relatives, but this is my and like she would like crawl into her bed and like her husband would be like, "All right, I'll go make us all coffee." Type, you know? But her
Mm.
husband understood that like yeah, I love her and that's, you know, that's my wife, but I can never like compare to what they, you know.
Yeah, that sisterly bond is like goes crazy. If you have like a sister that you can rely on and vent to and all of that, as one TikTok sound said, to be a sister is
Ooh,
great. But to be a sister and to have a sister is just to
I'll
have a
even
sister.
speak for myself. Like, as my sister likes to joke, she's like, you know, I used to when she used to say when she was younger, she wished she had a sister,
Hmm.
but then growing up, she's like, I'm glad God gave me a gay brother instead. It's like a
Period.
sister, but I don't gotta fight anybody, you know, borrowing my clothes. Um, but even like our like me and her our relate like I love that girl. There is nothing in this world that that girl can do that like will make me ever like doubt or you know not love her.
Mm,
Like that's like I would go to the ends of the earth for that bit. Don't get
yes.
me wrong. I have my moments with her where she annoys out of me, okay? But at the end of the day, that's my sister. What did you say about my sister? Okay.
Sister.
Okay.
Don't ever speak on my
My
sister.
sister. Okay, that's
I'll kick you in the kista.
period. Hey, Wangechi, Roy, that's my sister. Hey.
Hey.
Okay, like,
I love you.
and I'm sure she'd probably say the same. Like, we don't we don't play when it comes to each other, and it's like, no, I, I. Good luck to whoever she ends up with, because they have to understand that before I tell them anything, like, or before, like, that's my girl. I'm sorry. You can divorce me, you could leave me any day, and vice versa. But like, that's my rider. I have no one else in the world in my immediate family. If my parents are gone, that's the only other person who can understand the shit. We are trauma bonded. Not only are we bonded by blood.
Mm-hmm.
So
Upbringing too. Yeah, I
yeah,
saw one TikTok that was like, when you've had an attitude with your man all day, but then your sister calls you and start yelling like it's the best day of your life. And it's a real, like, I'm hard pressed to think of a time that my sisters have called me and me like my mood not instantly be better. I'd be like, yeah, like if I'm feeling
yo,
down, you will never be able to guess it if I'm on the phone. I could be having the worst day. All it takes is one good phone call from my sis, and bitch,
my girl.
oh my God, like, look at the sun. It's so bright. Like, life is just so beautiful. Like, I just love, like, I love my sis.
I
Like, it's just
listen.
actually crazy. I remember when
There's
my sister
genuine.
first, sorry, one more time.
I was saying there's like genuine moments where it's like, if I don't like see her on like a daily, or like if me and her don't have a moment, because like I I phys- I see her every day, but then there's moments where just like we have to like have a moment where like we just talk, and sometimes those talk will just turn into us kikiing for like a good hour or two before, like, Gen Z, how it goes, like you got an hour with them when they're in their like their prime, like, good spot before they're
Social.
like, yeah, right, before they're just like, all right, fuck you, can you get out? So it's like, even when I have those moments, I'd be like, oh, I was having a shitty day, but she made me feel
Nice.
so much better.
Yes. I
But sorry,
remember when
go on.
my oldest sister first moved. I might have told this story before, but when she first moved, literally every Sunday on the church bulletin, I'd be like, 1 week since she left, 2 weeks. And I did that though for years. And then when she would visit, I'd be like, I'd have to be like 52 weeks since she's moved. 3 weeks since she's visited. I would just keep them. Like, it got ridiculous. I think I eventually stopped and I got to, like, when I was approaching 200 weeks, I was like, okay,
Okay, girl.
maybe I should stop doing this.
Be like, she's not coming back.
Like, or I don't even know if that's what made me stop, or I went to college and that's why
Oh,
I stopped.
I feel like you
Or
gotta
like she
start.
came back temporarily.
You gotta start it again now that she's like,
I know. I low-key, I might. Because I
I
was
think
like, it was nice to have, like, also since she's visited, number by it too.
yeah. Nah, it's something about that sibling love, man.
It
Those.
goes crazy. Like, you cannot compare. Like, no man, no person is gonna come into this relationship and think that you're gonna compete, babe. You can't compete where you don't compare.
Okay, like, you can come into the room, but read the motherfucking room and know your place.
Okay.
I I saw this one TikTok. This girl was like, she was talking about how she was like, so what do y'all do when y'all want to talk shit with y'all sister, like, but y'all live with y'all man? Like, where do you go? Like, what do you do?
It's like when you're spilling tea with your sister, but then the tea walks in. No, for real.
I'd be like, hold on, let me go to the room real quick.
Let me go to
And
my
be like,
car. Something, honey. I'm gonna go for a walk.
be like, hold on, girl, I gotta take the dog out to go pee. I'm gonna call you back.
Right. Let me go walk the cat, okay?
Period.
I need to go take the fridge out.
Yo.
Okay. I know we're talking about hypotheticals. I have one TikTok I want to play. You might have
Okay.
heard this already. But I just felt like the girls are going crazy over this. So I want to hear your take on it.
Okay, so I blocked my gym crush on TikTok, and I think I blocked him on Instagram, so I could get some advice from my gym girlies, because I don't have an appetite, and that's not good, especially with me working out. So my gym crush happened to be somebody that I had a crush on in high school, and like for a couple years now, we've just always somehow managed to see each other in like a random ass place every now and then. And like he always notices me before I notice him. So he'll come up to me and be like, hey, we chatted up, it'd be a real good time. So I started working out. I go to this gym, I go to Crunch. So I go to Crunch, I'm in there my first day, I just did the Stairmaster and the treadmill, and then I left. A couple hours later, I check my Snap and I see that I have a message from the guy. And he was like, oh, you go to Crunch, da da da. And I was like, oh, I didn't I was like, oh, I didn't know you go to Crunch. Like, that's crazy. I didn't even see you in there. So we were chatting it up. So the next time I see him, like, obviously my feelings have never changed for this man, like ever. Like anytime I see him anywhere, it's just gonna be the same. Like I'm gonna feel the same way. So I go to the gym the next day. I'm looking forward to seeing him because he's very attractive, like very attractive. And so like I go in there, I see him, and I immediately like I'm really shy and nervous around him. And later on, I'll get to that. So this goes on for like I'm going to the gym. The first week is all like that, hee hee ha ha. Last week, it was hee hee ha ha, and it was come over Wednesday. So I go to his house. We hang out. We have casual conversation, catching up. He's saying certain things here and there where I'm like, okay. Like, it's kind of tugging on the heartstring a little bit. And, but other than that, like, it was a good time. And I'm not saying tugging on the heartstring in a bad way, like in a good way. And I was just like, oh. And so after that, I'm thinking we're going to hang out tomorrow. He did say those plans were not set in stone. He was like, I will let you know. And I said, okay, cool. So boom, I'm going to the gym. I'm trying to muster up the courage to talk to him in the gym because like, I don't know. I just be so nervous. And I told him that. And so I ended up texting him maybe Saturday or Sunday or Friday. I don't remember. And I was like, hey, I was like, hey, I know why I'm so nervous around you. He was like, why? And I was like, you give off a very strong masculine vibe, and that brings out the inner feminism in me, or femininity. Like he makes me feel very feminine and want to be girly, and I feel so safe around him, and he's so soft spoken with me, and just like the way he was thinking, like everything. So I told him all of that, and I was like, yeah, like like you make me literally want to melt into your arms. I'm being very, very, very fucking vulnerable. Okay, I've never in my life maybe sent anything like that to a man. So he texts back, I don't remember, but he was just like, oh, like you should always surround yourself with people that make you be in your purest form. Like I'm happy that you feel that way, and some other shit. And so after that I was like, okay, period. And I texted him, I was like, hey, the next day I texted him, I was like, hey, would love to see you soon. Let me know when you're free. Radio silence. So that bothered me like a lot. And I ended up calling two homeboys, and because I had to get it from a guy's point of view. Both homeboys, one homeboy told me just chill, relax, enjoy it. And I was like, okay, I can do that. But the other homeboy really put shit into perspective. He was like, everybody has that person in their phone that no matter where they at, what they doing, they're gonna text back. And when he said that, I almost started crying because I was like, I'm not his person. He may be my person. Like if he was to text me, I don't care where I'm at, I don't care what time it is, bro, I'm texting back. I'm not his person. And that made me so sad. So I ended up crying my eyes out the entire night. And I think like a little bit towards the end of the night, I ended up just reading this book to help heal your inner child and just heal so that when you come, so that you can have healthy relationships moving forward.
And okay, that video's like still has like 9 minutes left, or like 4 minutes left.
Girl,
and I think but you get the premise.
Oh God, this woman started an entire fucking debate. Girl, that is why they call them a crush. Okay, because they will crush your motherfucking heart down and your feelings.
Down.
They will crush your self-esteem. Oh Lord, my good sis. I fear she had to learn this the hard way. You keep your gym crush, okay?
Crush.
You make them the reason you go to the gym every day, but you don't never say a goddamn nary word to them, okay? That was the worst thing she could have ever done. I'm so sorry, babe.
I know. I feel for her.
I get it. And I don't know if it's like a symptom of like the generation that we're in, that like ghosting and like we've just made it like a norm, and people have made it like okay behavior to do, which is not, and it's really shitty ass fucking behavior. So I can understand the crash out, because if that was me, I'd be like, if somebody that I'd been attracted to, like, since she said she'd known him in high school, right? And like then she's if my one of my high school crushes had came up to me while I was at the gym and was like started a conversation and then invited me to their house, Baby, like the little high schooler in me would be giddy as hell, but I would know I would have to play this cool as fuck because no. But I feel for her. Like, it's hard, but at the same time, girl, that's why you keep a crush a crush. You don't say shit. You don't
Honey,
say a
because
goddamn motherfucking word.
for the people who haven't like heard the whole video, basically she goes on to say that like he was basically ignoring her at the gym, and she had texted him back already, so she isn't about to go up to him. But when she was passing him, he saw her talking to another girl, or they were working out in the same section. He started talking to another girl
Yeah.
in front of her at the gym, and then she just went to the stairmaster, started crying. Finished her workout though. She
That's
was
what I'm
just like, I'm
saying.
gonna just cry.
Your gym crushes,
Cry.
especially gym crushes should be your motivator. They should never, they should only live in the fantasies of your mind. Okay? And they should
Mm-hmm.
motivate you to go to the gym every day. Anything else, baby, you're asking for trouble. You're asking because niggas that be in the gym, one thing they know their bodies is tea. They know they fine. That's where sassy niggas are born. The gym. Okay, the niggas that want to be chased.
That's crazy.
That's where they're born
That's
in the
crazy.
gym. So, baby,
Yeah.
a crush should I've always said a crush should remain a crush. Do not ever try to go beyond those fucking limitations of a crush because the minute you do is the minute you get embarrassed.
Yeah. Because the girls were like, girl, why are you telling him he brings out your feminine energy after one meetup?
Also, yeah, that part. Oh Lord. Oh,
Like, you gotta keep it cool a little bit. Like, leave
that's why I
some
said
up for the mystery.
like I said, you gotta play that shit cool. Like, oh, I'm not really checking for him like that. Like, you cute or whatever. Girl, first mistake was even saying yes to him inviting you over because, girl, he only wanted to fuck. That's the only reason he wanted
Inviting you over, like, as the first hangout is so crazy. It
he
doesn't
only
matter
wanted
how
to
long you've
fuck.
known this man.
He only wanted to fuck. And I feel like that should have been her first, like,
Red
indicator
flag.
that he was not a fucking, And secondly,
But she said she didn't sleep with him. I don't think
that's
she did.
okay. Good. That's good. But I'm saying that's probably the reason why he also ghosted her because she didn't let him hit. And that's good on her because she was seeing this person as a long term prospect. But I don't think he showed her he had the same respect for her or the same, intentions for her. So, because if you're coming up to anybody in the gym, you're coming up to fuck.
Yeah, I feel like people who like go up to people in places that they often frequent. Like, how many people have you done this with before? Like, how many times have you done this?
Because the fact that she saw him talking to somebody else at the same gym and he knows that they both frequent that gym, you gotta
that
be
is
like
so awkward. And she's doing 75 hard. You know that means she's supposed to be doing 75 days of going to that gym. And this was like day 9 or something that she was there.
Respect that a lot. Respect a lot. Respect that halal. Shout out to my good sis because she gonna need it.
I feel for her though, because everybody, like so many people in the comments were dragging her. Like, girl, you came on too strong. Like, want to melt into your arms is crazy work. which is valid. I feel like for the dating scene, unfortunately, you have to play a game. But I also feel like she is a lover girl,
and I feel
she's
like
a lover girl.
This current season has not been great for the lovers out there, for the tried and true lovers out there. Like, Montoya, por favor,
Montoya, tranquilo, Montoya.
Montoya, por favor. Like, come on, between old girl and Montoya, like, lovers are not winning this season. This is not for us, and that's okay. We just gotta show ourselves a little bit more love because but clearly so people will embarrass you.
I feel like the people that I know who are like the most lover girl types, the people I see them choose, I'll be like, babes, I don't know how to tell you this, but ain't nothing lovely about the person that you're choosing. Like,
girl, get up. Girl, get up. Girl, get up. Wake up,
Stand up.
wake up, wake up, wake
Stand
up.
up right
Y'all
now.
be
Oh,
weak
it
in the
shake. Let me
knees.
shake you.
Stand up.
Somebody better
No.
tell her before I do, because I'm her. But see, the thing is, I'm the friend. I'm not gonna hurt your feelings. If you're a lover
Oh, I
girl
will.
and you're head over heels over somebody, I want to hear you out. I want you to feel your feelings and all of that. But like towards the end of it, I'm gonna let you know, like, baby, the people that you're choosing are not deserving of the love and the vulnerability and the compassion that you show them.
Amen.
And also, unfortunately, that means you have to have a little discretion about when you're expressing all these emotions to them, because as much as you want to tell them, like, you bring out this great energy in me that I don't get from a lot of people, and I can melt into your arms and da 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 da. So many people are not deserving of that. And you have to hold back a little bit, unfortunately, to
Ain't that the
protect
motherfucking
yourself.
truth? Because when I tell you, like, in this day and age, being single and dating and like, it's very hard, and it's also very hard to pick that moment. Like, when should you be like 100% vulnerable? Not 100%, but when should you like open the doors of vulnerability like that? When should you like let this individual know that, like, you know, oh, you make me feel this type of way? Let's like, it can be hard because you don't want to lose it, and you don't, you know, and you don't know how they're gonna take it. But it's like everybody plays everything like so close to the chest in this generation, in this day and age in dating. It's like it's very hard to read where other person's feelings like are or where they could be. Like take like for example, like all what's it called? You've seen all those videos of like the girls when they go out to like visit their like boyfriends, or like, and they'll pull up to like a party, like a function. Like I just saw one, the girl who pulled up to her man's like New Year's Eve party, and he was just like, the fuck, because she thought that the feelings that they both had were mutual. And the whole time, like, I guess the guy also came out, or somebody who knew both of them were like, no, they've literally only been on like a couple of dates. And her friends were like, no, and it's like, you're in this relationship with
like,
the person.
she thought it was serious enough to be like, "Ooh, let me surprise him," while he's like, "This is casual. Why are you pulling up on me?"
Right. And it's like, it's very, it's that's what I'm saying, that this is the type of shit that we're like dating. Dating in this day and age it's a fucking minefield, bro. You like, anywhere you step could be a bomb just blowing up in your face. Like, poor old girl right here, like, she's thinking that, you know, she's pouring her heart out to somebody who's, you know, feeling the same. But it's like, but then his response was really, I feel like she should have also, this was like another key that should have like alerted her, which is like the way he responded to her text when she said,
See,
"Oh,
that's what somebody
you
else
bring out
said,
the
but I thought what he
femininity."
said was cool.
No, it's in the language. It's in the language that he used. Because what did he say? He said, "That's good. You should always surround yourself with people who bring out your purest form." Right? That's a very general answer. Somebody who also was into you, should have been like, you know, I'm glad that he should have used like I phrases. And it's like, you have to read like in between the lines of, and also I'm telling you, like, this shit is it's a minefield. And I'm just like,
because some straight man was like, "Oh yeah, you already know, fellas." He didn't hit her back with like, "Yeah, and you do this for me."
That's what I'm saying.
He just talking. I'm like,
yeah,
this
like,
is sick.
People who've been in this game know like the type of, and I feel for old girl that, like, I don't know if this was like her first experience with this dude, or like in the
She's only 23.
Oh, baby girl.
Yeah. Young. It's canon.
I'm praying, because these YNs is getting more and more nonchalant. So
yeah, get you a very chalant man. She needs a very chalant, because the thing is also, what did she say? I think she's an Aries.
Sister,
just love.
You're embarrassing our sign like this?
She's an Aries sun, Cancer moon, I think, and a Leo rising.
Oh,
so
Lord.
2 fire signs, and then the other sign is like emotions.
Oh my God.
Emotion sign.
I pray for her.
It's hot and heavy with her. Yeah.
I pray for her, because she's gonna have a hard time if she's going through, like, girl, first link up and you already telling this man, oh, wearing your heart on your sleeve in this generation will get you nothing
when
but
she
burned.
said she sent that text, I died inside for her. I was like, girl, no.
The
Why
way
would you say that?
you know she needed a group of girlfriends where she could have sent that drafted text message first, and they would have been like, "Girl, stand the fuck up. You be weak in the knees.
She needed
Get the
that
fuck up,
Destiny's Child get together. Like,
girl.
girl,
I can tell you been needing it."
honey, can lie to.
Yeah.
But I will put myself out there that I'm a very avoidant type. So like, this is not the kind of issue that I would ever have, or like, well, let me not say that, but like, not an issue that I'm familiar with. Also, just
Yeah,
with like
because she
how
met
I
her
am.
long-term boyfriend fucking sophomore junior year of college, and they've been together ever
Yeah.
since. And well, I guess she's never had to swipe so hard to the point where you just like throw your phone at the wall.
But I also think just like my personality type, like I'm not the type to be vulnerable with a man unless it's
Hell no.
like it took a lot for me to get to the point with my relationship, and thank God I got somebody who was willing to like be vulnerable and show me like it's okay to be vulnerable.
But I
like
feel like
when you're
y'all are very much the same in that sense.
not relationship wise,
You
friendship wise maybe, but relationship wise no.
Okay.
Not
Yeah, I can see that.
like
No,
romantic relationship wise, I should say.
no, you're right. I can definitely see how he can definitely be. He seems like he, from knowing him so far, he's very much like the type to like he'll call you out on your bullshit and want to have a conversation on why you do it, and you're just like, can we not
And
do
I'm
that
like,
right now?
babes, just vibe. Oh my god.
Why are you not just
Like,
vibing? Like just vibe.
just vibe.
Like we're having fun. I'm sure.
Yes, but
I'm
like
sure when he was like, "So what are we?" I'd be like, "We're having fun." Like, right?
we're just having a good time. It's just having a good time. But yeah, it's very much like, and also, okay, so I was saying that to say that, like, I think she's also dealing with a type who's like not gonna be vulnerable, and when you are the vulnerable type, dealing with somebody who's more avoidant, you have to be. I don't want to say so clear that this person is into you. And also, I'm a woman, so I feel like it's easier from an avoidant woman to get into like a serious relationship than an avoidant man. But from an avoidant woman's perspective, I already know 1,000 things wrong with you. That if we were to end things tomorrow, baby, I've already told myself I'm gonna be good because we've already been like, well, they're like this, well, they're like that, like. So if you're opening up your heart like that to an avoidant person, avoidant man, I can't even speak on a man's side because at least as a woman, and I think a lot of women would still be like, thank you, but I'm not gonna ghost you off rip. It would just be like, okay,
the girls love closure. The girls love a little moment of clarity. They love being like, "This is why we're ending things." Where it's like, men are just like, "So it's over." Okay, cool. Have a nice day.
And they say that in their head, not to you.
No,
like goodbye. Like, oh, babes, I'm already gone.
But they do say like with women, it's like once before they actually verbalize that, oh, this relationship is over. The relationship in their minds ended months ago, weeks even.
Yeah, but the thing is, women will still continue the relationship for a little bit longer, whereas the man has that thought in his head, and you won't hear from him again.
And you'd be like, all right. You'd be like, the hell wrong with you?
What just happened?
I don't know if you've ever heard that Reddit story about the woman who like she was in a relationship with the guy, and he just like, he might have been on the spectrum from reading the story, but like he would never like come over unless she it would always have to be like her initiating like hangouts, time together, like anything, or else this man just wasn't gonna do any, like wasn't gonna make any effort or anything, to the point where it's like she literally was like, okay, this relationship is definitely over, and like didn't see each other for months until they ran into each other somewhere, and he was just like, oh hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm glad to see you, like, you know. And she was just like, she was like, oh, I thought, it was like, oh, he was under the impression that they were still together, even though they had not heard from each other for months. And it was mad. I'll send you the Reddit story because to me, to this day, that story is like ingrained in my head because I'm like, that sounds like some shit that I would do. Like, I'd just be like, yeah, we go together real bad. But I haven't seen you. I haven't heard from you. I'm like, do you have to see it and hear from me every single day for best? So like, between me and you, I'm at least one of us was able to get to a relationship.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, it's Valentine's Day and we're saying like all these relationship horror stories. Let's say something positive. Okay, I will say as the in-house relationshipper that...
As the in-house relationshipper. That's cute. I like that.
That being in a relationship has really served me over the years. Like, and this coming from somebody who is avoidant of relationships. That it's been really a learning curve, like in the best ways. Like, it has challenged me to communicate better, to be more thoughtful, and to like think about what somebody else needs from me, which as a last born is not necessarily like what I was used to growing up. So it's nice. Just like I feel like I've learned a lot from my partner, and like because they're such a giving person and a thoughtful person, like how I can be more so like that. And also because I wasn't like the best at communicating, how to communicate better in the way that is like good for them and what they need. And we just have fun. Like, I just really look forward to hanging out with them and seeing them. And like, you know, we don't get to see each other every week or every day. So when we do get to see each other, it just makes it that much more special. It's like to know that you have that person there for you is like, it's fun and it's nice. But I think that's also why, if you're not in a romantic relationship, to still place value on the relationships around you, because you probably do have friends, family, sisters, siblings that you can look forward to, that you can put more of that energy in. Even if you do have a romantic relationship, still pour that energy into the people around you, because I feel like right now is the time to enjoy your relationships, romantic and non-romantic, and just be happy that you have that person that you can talk to, that you can work through issues with, that you can have fun with, that gets you in a way that other people don't get you. Don't let our conversation, our last 35 minutes.
I was gonna say, as the resident single person who's been single for a majority, actually for all of their 20s, and now almost going into my late 20s and almost 30, and not single by choice, not single by a lack of not trying, okay? That it really, when you decenter that like desire, when you decenter chasing a relationship or finding a significant other, it really allows you and frees up a lot of time for you to, like, you know, like you said, put more effort into your like platonic relationships with your friends, and also, you know, familial or sibling relationships. So that's my advice for all my single people this Valentine's Day. Go on with your Galentines, Palentines, whatever you want to call it. Invest time in those, because at the end of the day, you probably receive a better return on investment on those.
Period, honey. Thank you. In-house. What did you say? Singular? In-house.
As our in-house single person, not from a lack of trying.
In-house soloer. I feel like there's like a cool name.
In-house solo lover. Wait, that sounds
lover.
weird. That sounds a little weird.
I like that.
That's our in-house solo lover.
What was it giving downstairs DJ?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good place to end this episode at. Y'all, and on that note, thank y'all for tuning in to this love-filled festival of that we call the Untitled Africans podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, do all the good stuff on YouTube, and also wherever podcasts are found, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and also on Revolt Podcast Network. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagrams and our TikToks and everywhere else at Untitled Africans Pod. We love you. Thank you for listening. Anything else to add, Wangechi?
Go tell 5 people you love them. You can say why, or you could just say
All right.
unsolicited, I love you. But tell 5 people today that you love them, because you really never know when it's going to be the last time.
Damn. Okay, Pastor, you better tell. Y'all heard that. Pastor said, turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor.
Neighbor, I love you.
God loves you. And so do I. Bye, y'all.
That's a great message you could send. Bye.